Have you ever wondered why some Americans regret moving to Mexico? Despite its sunny beaches and vibrant culture, many expats face unexpected challenges. In fact, a recent survey found that 40% of Americans living in Mexico wish they had thought more carefully about their decision. From language barriers and healthcare struggles to safety concerns and culture shock, the reality often doesn't match the dream. If you're considering the move, or just curious, stick around as we reveal 10 reasons why Americans regret relocating to Mexico. You'll be surprised by what they wish they had known before taking the plunge. Don't make the same mistakes. Watch now to find out what they learned the hard way. Have you considered how a language barrier might affect your life in Mexico? For many Americans, this is one of the biggest regrets after relocating. In fact, a study found that over 30% of expats in Mexico face significant communication issues, making everyday tasks like shopping, dining, or even dealing with local bureaucracy far more stressful than they anticipated. The inability to fully understand or speak Spanish can lead to missed opportunities, feelings of isolation, and even safety concerns. Whether it's struggling to make new friends or navigating healthcare, the language barrier can make life in Mexico much harder than expected. If you're planning to move to Mexico for work, be aware that job opportunities for Americans, especially in smaller towns, are limited. A 2022 survey found that over 30% of expats reported challenges finding employment outside major cities like Mexico City and Guadalajara. While larger cities offer prospects in sectors like tech and education, many expats struggle to match their U.S. earnings. But 2023 report showed that nearly 40% of American expats in Mexico earn less than $1,500 a month. Additionally, while some start businesses, the Mexican economy can be challenging. With 60% of small businesses failing within the first 3 years, many expats face financial strain, highlighting the importance of planning and understanding the local job market. Healthcare in Mexico can be a major shock for many Americans. While it's more affordable, a staggering 35% of expats report lower healthcare standards compared to the U.S. According to a 2021 survey, nearly 40% of American expats living in Mexico have faced challenges accessing specialized care, especially outside of major cities. Wait times can also be a significant issue, with over 25% of expats citing longer waits for non-emergency procedures. While the cost of care is often much lower than in the U.S., many expats find that the quality of care does not meet their expectations. What seemed like a budget-friendly solution turns into a frustrating experience when serious medical needs arise, making it essential to thoroughly research healthcare options before relocating. When moving to Mexico, many Americans are unaware of the safety challenges in certain regions. While the country is beautiful, some areas suffer from high crime rates, including violent crimes like armed robberies and cartel violence. Mexico ranks as one of the most dangerous countries for foreigners in certain regions, with violent crime increasing by 20% in some areas in recent years. A 2023 U.S. State Department report showed that nearly 40% of Americans in Mexico reported safety concerns, especially in regions like Guerrero, Michoacán, and Sinaloa. A survey found that 25% of expats experienced personal safety issues, making safety a major concern for those regretting their move. It's crucial to research safety and choose locations carefully. Dealing with bureaucracy in Mexico can be a major challenge for expats, especially those unfamiliar with the system. A 2022 survey found that over 45% of American expats in Mexico cited bureaucracy as one of their biggest hurdles. Tasks like applying for visas, registering a car, or opening a bank account can be more complicated and time-consuming than expected. Even simple tasks like renewing a driver's license often involve long waits, piles of paperwork, and endless lines. According to the same survey, 32% of expats were frustrated by the inefficiency of government offices, leading to delays and confusion. Nearly 20% of expats cited bureaucratic frustrations as a key reason for considering leaving Mexico. Moving to a new country requires adjusting to different cultural norms, which can be challenging for some Americans in Mexico. A 2023 survey found that 38% of expats cited cultural differences as a significant hurdle after relocating. The way people interact, their values, and how business is conducted often differ from American expectations. Customs like the mañana culture, where tasks are often delayed, can be frustrating for those used to punctuality and efficiency. A 2022 report revealed that 25% of Americans in Mexico struggled with the local attitude toward time and deadlines. Over time, this cultural clash can lead to alienation, with 22% of expats considering returning to the U.S. due to these challenges. Mexico faces corruption at various levels of government and business, posing challenges for expats. A 2022 Transparency International report ranked Mexico 124th out of 180 countries with a corruption perception score of 30 out of 100, indicating significant corruption. A 2021 survey revealed that 28% of expats encountered hidden fees or unofficial payments when dealing with local officials for permits or business licenses. This lack of transparency can lead to frustration and mistrust. Nearly 18% of expats cited corruption as a reason for regretting their move. Expats moving to Mexico should thoroughly research and understand the local system to avoid these issues, as unexpected bureaucracy and bribery can be frustrating. Understanding local practices is key to a smoother transition. Mexico's warm climate, while appealing, can pose challenges, particularly in tropical areas. High humidity, extreme heat, and rainy seasons create an environment where pests like mosquitoes and cockroaches thrive. A 2022 survey revealed that 40% of American expats in coastal regions reported frequent pest issues, with 30% dissatisfied with pest control. Many expats are unprepared for the constant presence of insects and the need for regular treatments, which can be time-consuming and costly. Additionally, nearly 25% of those in non-air-conditioned homes struggled with the heat, leading to sleep disturbances and stress. These climate-related challenges can make adapting to life in Mexico difficult for some. Mexico's infrastructure presents challenges, especially outside major cities, which can be difficult for expats accustomed to the reliability of U.S. systems. For instance, 55% of Mexicans face intermittent water supply, with rural areas having only 74% piped water access. Additionally, roads can be poorly maintained in less developed regions, and public transportation is often unreliable. Power outages are common, particularly in rural areas, due to outdated infrastructure, while electricity consumption has reached record levels, straining the national grid. In terms of connectivity, only 62% of rural residents have internet access, creating a digital divide. These issues can be frustrating for expats, especially those living in remote locations, requiring extra planning for backup power, water storage, and reliable internet. Many Americans move to Mexico to escape the high cost of living in the U.S., but the financial benefits are not always as expected. While Mexico is generally more affordable, popular expat areas and tourist destinations can actually be more expensive. In cities like Mexico City, the cost of living can be 15% higher than the national average, with a family of 4 spending approximately $2,800 per month, excluding rent. In coastal areas such as Cancun and Playa del Carmen, rents can be 20 to 40% above the national average, and groceries can be 10 to 20% more expensive due to the prevalence of imported goods. As a result, some Americans find that after moving, they're still paying nearly the same as they would in the US, particularly in these high-demand regions. There are many reasons why Americans might regret moving to Mexico, from safety concerns to culture shock to financial challenges. While Mexico can offer incredible experiences, beautiful landscapes, and a rich cultural tapestry, it's not always the paradise it appears to be. Before making the leap, it's essential to do thorough research, plan ahead, and fully understand the potential challenges you might face. If you're thinking about moving to Mexico, keep these 10 reasons in mind to make an informed decision. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living abroad.